So we get into the fallout of what happened last week at Tamika's tea market or whatever. And all I gotta say is Tori came there for mess. You know what I'm saying? Like, she really did come there for mess. I honestly feel that way. Tamika is a lot of things, and me even liking Tamika, I can honestly say that she is a lot of things. She is a bitch. She's very condescending, and she does take jabs. However, the tea market was about Tamika and her damn son. Why the fuck do you feel like you want to bring some shit like that to a charity? And I believe you brought Tracy there to be your motherfucking backup. That's just what the bottom line is. You came there for mess on top of mess. And then, you know what I'm saying, you want to go to Cherie and constantly talk about Tamika and what the fuck happened. Now, she talking about Tamika didn't greet her guests. You know what I'm saying? Tamika didn't do this and Tamika didn't do that. Okay, that's understandable. If you feel like Tamika was being rude to you, confront her, but confront her at a different time. Don't fucking confront her at the damn tea market and ruin the event and show your ass and act a goddamn fool. Because what you bring a baby box to the motherfucking situation was a damn mess. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, you were wrong in the situation. You were dead wrong in the situation. So then, after Cherie talks to Tori about Tamika, Cherie's messy ass friend Monica decides that she wants to come to Cherie and tell her what the fuck Tamika been saying, as far as Tamika saying that she believed that Cherie was fucking Usher. And it was noted that Cherie had a friendship with Usher long before Tamika and Usher dated. Now, this is my issue with Monica and what she's going back telling Cherie. Now, I'm not saying that if a bitch talking about your friend, you don't have the right to go back and tell it. Because as much as I didn't like Baby Bop last season on Love and Hip Hop, I did kind of understand why she went back and told Rashida about what she saw with Kurt at the motherfucking situation, at the little thing that she had, you know, her little event. So I understood that. So my thing is, I'm not necessarily going in on Monica because she went back and told Cherie what the fuck Tamika said. But what I'm going in on you about Monica is the fact that you've been friends with Cherie for like 20 fucking years, and you sitting up here talking to Tamika knowing that this bitch running her mouth talking shit about Cherie, and then you want to run back and tell Cherie what the fuck she said when you already knew what the fuck was going on, and you already knew what the fuck she been saying about her, and you still hanging around the bitch. So I believe that you only fucking with Tamika to be messy so you can go back and tell Cherie what the fuck was being said. That's what I think you're doing, and that's a messy ass shit. It is some messy shit, and that's what I got to say about it. I don't give a fuck who get upset about it. That's just what I think. That's some messy shit. I do feel like Monica is messy. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be friends with both, but if you're gonna be friends with both, stay out of the mess. And if Tamika talking shit about Cherie, if Cherie been your friend for 20 years and Tamika been your friend all of 20 minutes, you shut that shit down, and you won't have no reason and tell Cherie shit. Because if you shut the situation down, you ain't got to tell nobody a goddamn thing. But because you messy as hell, you decided that you want to go back and tell her some shit. And I just think that was fucked up. So then we get into Christina and Willie. And I really like Christina. I think she's, besides Tamika, I think that Christina is probably one of my biggest favorites off the whole show. Her and Willie go out on a date, and it's really certain that Willie wants to have children. But with Christina not being able to have children, she feels like that's a deal breaker. So she decides that she wanted to tell Willie that, and she told him, and he said, let's just take it one day at a time or whatever. But, you know, with Christina being who she is, she felt like she had to be real with him and let him know that she couldn't have kids. And I respect it, you know what I'm saying? And then she later on gets with Monyetta, and they bond because now that Monyetta is no longer with Neo, whatever man that she gets with, you know, in the future, she will never be able to have kids because she got her tubes burnt. So now she can't never have any kids because she was at peace with the fact that her and Neo was going to be together forever. So when Neo said that he only wanted 2 kids and just locked the shit up, that's exactly what happened. So now Monyetta would never be able to have kids. And I think that's very unfortunate for her. Like, whatever man that she gets with now, they will never be able to have a kid. And now I understand how she feels, you know what I mean? So Christina and Tamika, They talk about what happened at the tea market, and Christina wants to get everybody together so they can talk about the situation, and Tamika agrees to do so. So when we get to the confrontation, it sparks flying from the very beginning with Tori and Tamika. Christina can't even get a word in because Tori bumpy face ass got a whole bunch of shit to say. And I just think that Tori be on 10 for no apparent reason. Like, this motherfucking bitch stay on goddamn 10. This DJanae looking ass bitch stays on 10 a lot. And I just don't get why she's always on 10. And then you can tell that, you know, if you want to talk about a situation with somebody, you talk about it. You ain't got to take no low blows and talk about the fact that this woman ain't got her goddamn kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck did you have to bring that up for? And once you brought that shit up, you really brought the claws out there. Now Tamika wants to get up in your ass because of what the fuck you said about the fact that she can't even, about the fact that she ain't got her kids. You ain't got to do that. Now at the same time, I did get on Tamika's case for going in on Cherie about how the fuck she dressed her kids and her parenting skills. So Tamika, let me just say this, I like you, but at the end of the day, let's call a fucking spade a motherfucking spade. Now I don't like the fact that Tori decided to throw in the fact that you ain't got your kids into the mix. Now that was motherfucking wrong. I will say that was wrong. She had no business doing it. But you had no business going in on Cherie about how the fuck she raised her kids and how she go out with her daughter and how she dressed her daughter. That shit was none of your business either. But you thought that it was a good idea to talk about it and make her look like a bad mother. So now Tori got on your ass and making you look like a bad mother and basically saying you a bad mother and telling you to kill yourself on top of that. Now you want to get upset and get up out your seat and get ready to fight. But see, when you put shit out there, don't expect to get it back. You know what I'm saying? You talked about this woman's parenthood, and now Tori talked about your motherfucking parenthood. As much as I feel like it was wrong and Tori to sit her ass in her DJanae Proud family ass place, but at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. You write checks that your ass need. You need to write checks that your ass need to fucking cash, and that's just the bottom line. So I'm out of here, you guys. That was my review on Atlanta Exes, and I'm doing yet another review in the damn nude. So after I turn this camera off, I will be taking my shower and I'll be headed to work, and I only got 20 more minutes before I do that. And I do not want to be late, but I'm going to be late anyway. So I'm out of here, you guys. Peace.